this Amazon RGB headphone stand coming in at $29.99. If at any point during the video you want to check out this exact same product, there's Amazon links below. Now this is very similar to Corsair's light bars, which are, well, a lot more expensive than this. Now the most surprising thing here was the build quality is almost entirely made out of metal. The vertical bar section is all metal. The base is almost completely metal. So when you pick this up, it's nice and heavy and the build quality just feels premium. But how's the lighting itself? Well, it is really, really good. The vertical light bar itself is perfectly diffused, as good as Corsair's. There was no bright spots, there's no dim spots. It's perfectly diffused. The color also is very bright and vibrant, and all of the colors that it displays, whether that's a vibrant pink or red or green or whatever, they're very, very vibrant and saturated, which is great. Now, the bottom part of the RGB does have some dim spots in the corners because essentially I think what they did is put some LEDs on the left, right, and sides, but they didn't have them in the corner. So there are dim spots there, but you do have to kind of cut it a break because of the amazing price tag and also considering that build quality. But as far as different modes and colors, there are a ton. If you want different static colors, whether that's a pink, blue, teal, green, whatever you want, you can cycle through them with a button on the back or the front. We'll get into that. But there's also a ton of different modes beyond just the colors, whether that's breathing or rainbow or really whatever you want. There's a ton of different ones. But like I said, this is not just an RGB accessory, it's also a headphone stand. This comes with two little plates, and both of those do happen to also be metal. So on top, you can actually unscrew the top plate and put a headphone rack stand on the top of it so you can put your headphones on it, which is very cool. And again, that's completely metal up there, which is surprising. But if you just want it to be a light bar itself, you can just take that headphone cover off or the headphone rack off, and you just put a little bit of a cap on top of it, and there you go. It's awesome. Now, as far as connectivity, this is where things get even cooler and very well thought out. There is a USB on the back and the front. So whether you want the light to be directly looking at you, and it's also diffused enough where it looks really good, definitely pointed at you without blinding you, but if you want it to be more of an ambient light, you just turn it around and there's another USB Type-C on the other side, so both of those display power. Now, on one of the sides, there also is a USB Type-A and a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is sweet. So if you have this plugged into your PC, you now have a usable USB Type-A and a 3.5mm audio jack, which is awesome. That just adds to the usability as well as the aesthetic and even more usability if you use this as a headphone stand. Now as well, you can also choose to stick this down or not stick this down. There's a sticky that you can peel off of the bottom and, well, stick this to your desk so it absolutely will never move. That's something that you can choose to or not to do. I personally didn't choose to do it because, well, obviously I'm gonna be moving a lot of different RGB accessories on and off the desk to test them. And the last thing is this comes in either black or white. Again, if you want to check out this exact same product, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. And if you want to check out my main channel with longer form content, you can check that out right here. But this is a consumer tech review, high speed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.